So I just want to do a quick overview of what you're going to see in the class this week, and kind of go over a few things that you should be looking at and doing. This week, we, on our live session agenda, will be finishing up those case studies from the journalism review. I'm in the process of grading those. I got a lot of content graded. I haven't done the presentation grades yet, but I got a lot of stuff graded this weekend. I'm still working on, I need to dig up the midterm projects because I finally found, sorry about this, but they were in my bag from when we left campus and I was having a hard time finding all of them. So now I have them all, plus the one that we did last week, so now I can grade them. I apologize on that delay. I will try to get that up as soon as I can. And I've got about half of the journalism case studies graded, so I'm working on that right now. Hoping to be caught up completely with you guys, maybe before we have class. If not, it'll hopefully be by the end of this week. Please come to the live session. We will talk a little bit about some of the stuff that we discussed in class, and then we'll also, in the section last week with journalism, and then talk a little bit about television and doing your television review and going over your assignments, because I think that's really important. One thing is, looking at the statistics on my videos, a lot of you guys aren't actually looking at the video content I'm putting into the PowerPoints. And so, I'd like you to look at those because they take up a lot of my own time. But also, if you're starting to feel like, oh, I'm having to teach myself, those videos are really kind of there as a substitute for a lecture. So please make sure that you're taking a look at those. And this week, we're really looking at mostly television. I got a few things thrown in about video games, but we've talked about video games a little bit already through the course, and so I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it in the slides. I also included, and this really has no video in it, it's just some basic text on how to do a good review on a television show, because you're going to be doing that for your discussion board this week, is doing a television episode review. What this really is this is a dry run for your film analysis. And that's something that I want you, because that film analysis is worth, some decent points. I want you to get a little bit of practice. The one thing I've neglected to put in the description, which after I make this video, I will edit, is that you do still need to respond to people. And what I would like you to do when you're responding is take one of the responses and either say, hey, have you thought about this? Or, I might disagree with you a little here. Or I really agree with this point and here's why. So try to give people some good feedback on their reviews because they really need that in order to do their final effectively. And then also, I finished going through everybody's final project proposals. Please read my feedback on those and start working. This will be here sooner than you think. If you look at the syllabus, kind of doing a quick check-in there where we are. This week we're going to talk about film, or talk about television. Next week we'll be talking about film, and honestly it takes us 2 weeks because on 1 week I will do film history, and then I do film technology and analysis here. The other thing too is by stretching this out over 2 weeks, I can give you a little bit less work to kind of deal with, and you can have most of that time to be working on your final project. But just kind of take a look at the fact that we're almost done here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks left, and I know you can do it. So if you've got any questions, as always, please come let me know. Happy to help in any way I can. See you online and see you soon.